Hey, good afternoon, everyone. César Mascorro Jr. out here on this Saturday afternoon, just coming in real quick here and starting this also on Instagram. Hope you guys are having a great Saturday afternoon. I'm coming in just briefly to remind everyone that's in the manufactured home sales industry that tomorrow, Sunday, June 25th at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time, we are going to be debuting the Manufactured Home Sales Mastery Program. We are going to be bringing that to you live so that you can see what we're all about, see what it is that we can do for you. And we're doing this by bringing in a separate program that we've created, which is for individual housing consultants to help you get to $250,000 in personal income in the manufactured home sales business over the next 12 months. So if you are in manufactured home sales, mobile home sales, doesn't matter what part of the country you're in, whether you're in the southern part of the U.S., northern, East Coast, West Coast, we are here to help you. We can get this done. We have developed this program for you specifically so that you can make the most of your opportunity within the manufactured home sales industry. So how does it work? Well, what we've done, folks, is this. Okay, I've seen over my years. I've spent 12 years in manufactured home sales, and I've seen so many housing consultants that had huge potential cut their opportunity short because they just could not figure out how to make it work. And it all comes down to having the proper training and support consistently. Because most companies out there provide a training program. You get hired and they're going to provide you training that they have in place. Now, that whether that training program is 1 day, 1 week, 2 weeks, everybody's different and everybody has a different style of training, right? So what we have done is I've seen over the last 12 years what works, what doesn't work, and I've created this online training platform that you can access 24/7 to be able to get the training that you need. And we're covering, there's 8 different chapters in this training program, all with 10 to 15. Some chapters have 20 videos in them. Specifics. One talking just about what it means to be in manufactured home sales. The other being what to expect in the manufactured home business, the psychology of manufactured homes, because it's a bit different, folks. It is. I know that most people might think that sales is sales, and so if I can sell, I'm going to be able to sell there. Well, unfortunately, most of the folks that come into the business with that thought in their head and don't apply themselves to the training program, don't apply themselves to the sales processes, wind up struggling, wind up then being not being able to get this done and make it work for them because of the fact that they aren't prepared for it. So let me see here if I can show you guys just a little brief something here. This one here is one of the videos from the marketing section. And so I'm going to try, and I'm trying this program out for the first time. So that's why I'm coming in today, to work out all the kinks, but also to announce that we're having that program tomorrow at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. So get registered today. All right. So let's take a look here and see if this is going to work out. Here we go. This is, like I said, this is one of the videos from the chapter on marketing. So let me see if I can get this to a full screen. There we go. And check this out. Okay, Let me start by saying right off the bat, you don't need to become Mr. Beast of the manufactured home world, although that wouldn't hurt your pocketbook. I know we have a lot of people in our industry that aren't too comfortable being in front of a camera and creating a social presence. That being said, I need to tell you one thing. That's where this business is heading, and we need to get on board. 51% of sales in the US come through social media. That's a lot when you think about it. If you aren't in the social media game, think of what 51% increase in your business would do for you and your family. So if you're currently delivering 30 to 40 homes per year personally, that means that you would add another 15 to 20 homes, all because you decided to start getting on the social media game. How much cash is that in your pocket? The great thing about it is that it can be done in steps and with little to no money. Being a social influencer can be as simple as being consistent with some posts, both in business and personal, in places like Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn. Now, hear it all the time, a housing consultant that doesn't want to put their personal life out there, and I get it. However, you're going to be missing out on that extra 51% of the market that you're not getting, all because you don't want to post a few things about some meals you're eating or a car you're driving or maybe being out with the family. That's kind of like those parents that were all in a huff because Elvis Presley was gyrating his hips on the stage. Now look at the dance moves that are out there. Being a social influencer is about establishing a presence on social media that shows that you're likable, lovable, someone that people would want to hang out with. You need to show that you're real. You can go baby steps with some pictures of some past family vacations, a little story behind it, maybe a video that you took with your kids or pets, something that shows the lighter side of you. The objective is to look relatable to as many people as possible, because whether you like it or not, that's what's going to make the decision for them as to whether or not they're going to talk to you. It used to be how you sounded on the phone or maybe how you treated them in person. But nowadays, people are looking at your social to decide if they even want to talk to you. If you're advertising on Facebook and you get that comment, "Is this available?" response, well, as you go through the conversation and you can't get the number, it's probably because they looked at your social media and decided not to talk to you. We don't have to build this all in one night, but we do have to build it. There's so much more that can be done to automate your social interaction, and we get way more in depth into that in our one-on-one training programs that we have available. For now, think of where you can improve. What other platforms can you sign up on? And get showing how much of a lovable person you really are, and start gaining some of that 51% of the market that you aren't getting. So there you go. Little sample, just a little tiny sample of what is included in the training platform, Manufactured Home Sales Mastery. So again, let me get out of this, folks. There we go. Back at you. So tomorrow, 5 p.m., my team and I, well, I'm going to have a co-host presenting with me who is a part of my team. And this person is going to be helping me out to be able to get as many of you the help that you need as we get started with Manufactured Home Sales Mastery. Again, if you're a housing consultant anywhere in the U.S., and you are not making $250,000 a year in the manufactured home sales industry, minimum, you need to be with us tomorrow at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. You can go and register online at manufacturedhomesalesmastery.com. That's where you can register for the webinar tomorrow. It's free. We're going to go over the information. We're going to present the plan for $250,000 income, and we're going to make a great offer to you to be able to extend the help that you need. Because here's the thing. Everybody thinks that they can do it on their own. We always want to believe that we can do everything on our own and make this work. But the truth of the matter is that when you're talking about making $200,000, $300,000, $400,000, it's not something that you're just going to come in and get it done because you are who you are. Now, I'm not saying it can't happen. You may come in and be a superstar right off the bat and know everything it has to do. Maybe you had experience from before. Great. But for most housing consultants that are coming into the business that have been, even those that have been in for a while, and you haven't hit over 150, never touched $200,000 a year, well, there's some things missing in your processes. It's all about the training. It's all about the support that you're not getting, you're not putting in, and you're not on track consistently to get and acquire the knowledge that you need to be able to make $250,000 plus. A $250,000 a year income is only made by people that are $250,000 a year people. Plain and simple. That's just the way it works. All right. So we're going to go into detail as far as how that plan works, how it is that we can help you, and how you can make the best of this opportunity that you have within the manufactured home sales industry. I've seen so many housing consultants over my years in this business that have struggled, that left the business because it wasn't working out for them. And at the end of the day, it comes down to one thing: that person in the mirror. That's it. It's not the business. It's not the company. It's not the training. It's not anything except for me, you. If you were in the business and left, it wasn't working, you weren't making the money you needed, it was you. But I'm not saying that in a way to blame you. It's more of the fact that you did not take it upon yourself to learn everything that you needed to be learned, and you didn't stick to the process. Maybe you did. Maybe you had it all down pat, but you just did not stick to the process. I've seen that happen so many. I've done it myself. So who am I? Okay. César Mascorro Jr. I spent 12 years in manufactured home sales. I've been in the housing industry since 1993. Longer than a lot of you probably watching this thing. All right. Have even been alive. But I've been in manufactured homes for 12 years, 12 plus years. I was a general manager for 6 years and left the retail side of the business in April of this year, just 2 months ago, so that I could finally develop this program that I had been thinking about for a few years now, because I see the need for it. I see how so many of the housing consultants across the country need the help, could use the help to be able to improve their game within the business so that they can make that money that they should be making and improve their lifestyle. $250,000, I think we can agree, is life-changing. If you were making $250,000 consistently, that is life-changing. Not once, but consistently. Because then you know what happens from that point on? You hit $250,000, and then the next thing you know, now $300,000 doesn't seem so far away, because now you can make slight adjustments to be able to hit $300,000. And I guarantee that if you're a person making $250,000 to $300,000 as a housing consultant, you are on the fast track to moving up within the company into management. And now the income just exponentially grows. So we are here to help every individual housing consultant across the country to maximize their opportunity within the manufactured home industry. So we want to have you join us on Sunday, tomorrow, okay, at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. All you've got to do is come on in, and here we go. I am going to open up the web here. Sorry. Wrong website. The live stream was showing somewhere else. Okay, here we go. Let's share this screen right here so that you guys can see for yourself. Again, I'm just learning this software, so please excuse me. Here we go. There it is. That one, share. Here we go. So check this out. This is manufacturedhomesalesmastery.com. In here, you can come on in and click on the link to save your seat, and that will take you to the registration page for tomorrow's webinar. Registration, folks, ends tomorrow at noon, okay? It ends in 21 hours, 14 minutes, and 2 seconds, 1 second, 0 seconds. Okay, you know what I mean, all right? Here is another video. My buddy Dale going to be joining me as well. He's the one that's helping to get this going. Some of you may know Dale already from our times together. And if you don't, great guy that's here to help out as well. So check this video out. This is the first intro video from the program. Lesson 1, Chapter 1, Why Manufactured Home Sales. All right. So there you go. That is what we are talking about. All right. We are talking about Manufactured Home Sales Mastery program that is now available to each and every housing consultant across the country. And tomorrow is the official debut, June 25th, Sunday at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. Because I know most of you probably working right now. You're going to watch this video on a recording somewhere, whether it's LinkedIn or Facebook or Instagram or wherever it may pop up. Go in and register today, right now, for the webinar, because registration closes at noon tomorrow. As I mentioned in that video we just watched, folks, this is not about, how do I put this? This is not a thing other than me wanting to help so many more families than I could if I stayed in the business. Believe me, the money was great. It was awesome being in the retail side and making the money I did as a general manager. That was fantastic. But more than that, for me, it's about helping more and more families than I could just being in one location. This gives me the opportunity to help every location across the country, which means that we're affecting the lives of so many more people all across the country, because you are going to take these practices, implement them into your sales presentation, your sales process, and help more families. And thus that means that we together are helping tens of thousands more families than I could if I just stayed working where I was working at. It was a great company, great product, had a great team, and it was a great living. But this is more than that for myself personally. This is about helping so many more families than I could if I just stayed there. That would be selfish of me to keep all of this to myself and just share it with a few people, 4 or 5 salespeople, and try and get them to help the people here locally, when I could take all of this information and put it out there to everyone across the country. That includes you. So whether you're an individual housing consultant, if you're an owner of a retail sales location anywhere across the country, we also have programs for you. A manufactured home community, the same thing. We will help your community. We will help your staff. We've got consulting programs in place also for the retailers and the manufactured home communities. Believe me, we are going to handle it all. But you got to join us tomorrow for the webinar. I'm going to leave you on that. All right. June 25th, Sunday, 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. We will be right back here to talk about the $250,000 lifestyle change program within the manufactured home sales industry. Because here at Manufactured Home Sales Mastery, we are about helping you so that you can help so many more people than we could have done on our own. So I look forward to meeting you. I hope that you will join us. I humbly ask that you give us the opportunity to show you how we can help you. And we're going to have limited spots available because we can't take everyone across the country all at once. Even though I wish I could, I can't. So we're going to have limited spots available to help certain housing consultants across the country to earn that $250,000 over the next 12 months. So be sure you log in early, you come in early, and you jump on the opportunity to be a part of what we've got going on. So until tomorrow at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time, June 25th, okay, I invite you. It's coming right there on the crawl. You'll see you got to go to manufacturedhomesalesmastery.com where you can register for our free webinar tomorrow, June 25th at 5 p.m. so that you can get on the road to earning $250,000 over the next 12 months. So I'm going to leave you with that. Like I said, you guys have a great rest of your Saturday. If you've got any questions or whatever, hit us up. I'm sure you could send a comment or something here on the chat, even after it's recorded, and we'll get prepared to answer your question when we're on the live stream tomorrow. And I'm trying to figure out how to get Instagram on this at the same time, so I don't have to be on 2 different devices. So you guys have a great rest of your Saturday, and I can't wait to meet you.